At a time when the Catholic world, East and West, that is on the Gregorian calendar, is now immersing itself into the most life-changing, world-changing events of the life of Christ. Especially, for instance, today, Holy and Great Thursday, where the institution of the Eucharist, the source and summit of our faith, happened with Jesus Christ and the apostles. Here it's depicted in our Byzantine Catholic Church as the mystical supper. Christ presented as a priest, a bishop, giving Eucharist to his apostles. This is the mystical supper, the mystical meaning of the Last Supper. Tomorrow will be the crucifixion and then the resurrection. Events that change the world forever. And it has to be providential that exactly at this time, when we are living, notice I said living, not just celebrating or commemorating, living these events, life-changing events of Christ, in which he will show something he referred to from Psalm 118, that the stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone of the building. And it is wonderful to behold. Jesus was rejected by his own people, seemingly insignificant, weak, yet he was the cornerstone of it. He was the resurrection, the truth, the one with real power and authority. So it has been now with the country of Ukraine. Ukraine, exactly at this time, these very days, not in the past few weeks ago, right now, Ukraine, the country of Ukraine, the stone that the builders rejected, especially the United States of America, we mocked them, we looked down on them. We did not come to their aid when we should have, or as much as we should have. We promised them aid and withdrew it. We saw them as the weaker ones. Russia's just going to win this war. Ukraine's too small. Ukraine has now changed the world. Their leader, Zelensky, quietly went to the Middle East and signed deals, big money deals with the Gulf states, because Ukraine has developed the weaponry that the Gulf states need in light of the aggression of Iran. It was not the United States that they went to. What Ukraine did was took the very weapons that Iran and Russia developed to destroy Ukraine. They took those Shahed missiles, those missiles that Iran and Russia together worked on to destroy Ukraine, Israel, United States. The Ukrainians took those and reworked them into now the most effective weaponry on earth. They can take now these missiles, these drones that are made even by housewives in their homes for only a few $100s or maybe $2,000 at most. And they can now destroy missiles and the drones shot by Iran and Russia, which cost millions or thousands and thousands of dollars. They found a way to take the weapons used to defeat Ukraine, to take those very weapons and now to defeat the enemies that sent those missiles at them. And the Gulf states have noticed that. And they need those weapons. Not the big expensive bombs of America, the multi-million-dollar bomb, a Patriot missile. That's now outdated. There's been a shift now in warfare and defense in the world. And the Ukrainians have figured it out. And they're at the top of that movement, that shift. So the Gulf states are turning to them for their protection. And there's another reason why they are. And this shows you where spirituality has to be in politics. Oh yeah, it has to inform and guide politics. Because our politics showed the Gulf states and our allies in Europe that America cannot be trusted as a friend. It will sell their friends out if need be. This is what has happened. They see that it is Ukraine who has the technology now to truly protect these Gulf states. And they see that America does not. We're still relying on our old technology because we were number one with that. And that's often the case. When you're number one, you cling to the old ways, which eventually mean your demise. And somebody else comes up with something that's more effective, and the world turns to them. Oh, this has changed the world. Geopolitics, the world economy, just wait. Because the Ukrainians were the cornerstone. They were the stone that was rejected by the builders. America, the rest of the world, insignificant country, too weak, too small to stand up against the Russians. They were the stone that was rejected. Now they are the cornerstone. And it's changing the world. How providential this has happened right now when we immerse ourselves in the mystery, the living mystery of the stone that was rejected by the builders, but it has become the cornerstone of life and our salvation. You see, spirituality. We were arrogant. America was arrogant, insensitive to Ukraine. And because of that spirituality, we're going to lose business. The Gulf states, all that money is not going to America. It's going to go to Ukraine. They will trust Ukraine. They cannot trust us. And we don't have what it is that they need because of a bad spirituality, arrogance. You see, no such thing as don't mix religion and politics. It's not a matter about religion. It's a matter of spirituality, of truth. And we're living it in these events of Christ. We saw it in Christ, and we're living it now in our time in the world, literally living this. Especially with the example of Ukraine.